Hi, why do we eat too much and we put on weight? Why we can't lose weight and maintain our ideal body weight? There are many triggers which trigger our body to eat more and put on weight. The first one is the quality and duration of sleep. If we don't sleep well, even a few nights, this will stimulate us to eat more. There are many clinical studies and research about the quality of sleep and the amount of food we eat the next day. And there are many books and podcasts. I have videos about sleep in Arabic and in English, and they are very popular with my viewer. And it is the most popular videos about the sleep. And there is a book which I read is by Professor Matthew Walker, Mathew Walker, Walker, Why We Sleep. I have read it. It is a very, very good book. So, sleep is very important to control our appetite. Number 2, the blood sugar level in the blood. If the blood sugar become lower, then we feel hungry and we want to eat. And the blood sugar, when it drop below our basic blood sugar, usually if it drop below 70 milligram per 100 ml blood, but if our basic blood sugar is 90 milligram per 100 ml of blood, and if it drop below 90, then we feel hungry and we want to sleep. And we want to eat. And this is if we are insulin sensitive, because the hormone, insulin, it allows the sugar to go inside the cell and to be used. But when we become insulin resistant, then it is completely different story. The blood sugar will be high, but the cells are not sensitive to insulin and do not allow insulin to introduce sugar inside them. And these people, it is the tragedy in diabetes type 2, when they are hungry all the time and they eat all the time. And they are called the rich poor, meaning they are very rich in high blood sugar, but they are poor in the energy inside their cells. And why do we have this fluctuation in blood sugar and hunger? Because we eat sugar, refined carbohydrate, and processed carbohydrate, which raise or spike our blood sugar, and this will spike insulin hormone, and this will lead to this hunger. For the type of food, if it is very, very tasty, then we eat too much. For example, mainly the food which is like ice cream, which is carbohydrate, sugar, and fat. Or carbohydrate, salt, and fat, like pizza. And also cakes, brownie, all these foods, it will make us eat more. Also the food which is ready in the supermarket, because they put sugar, vegetable oil, processed vegetable oil, and salt, and make it very palatable and very tasty and cheap. And we try to eat more, and even we become addicted to it. So, the texture of food, if it is soft, we eat more, because the natural whole food, like, for example, vegetables, salads, piece of meat, we need to chew hard to make it acceptable. We need to chew. But soft food and liquid food, we will take more calories. The eating fast, we don't focus or mindful about the food we are putting in our mouth. And then the brain cannot register the satiety and to stop eating. So we have to sit on the table quietly. We don't listen to the news or look to our iPhone or to the screens of our iPad or computer and focus on the food we are eating. The other trigger is if we take too big portion. That's why I usually eat in small plates, small bowls, and small spoons so that I eat less and to encourage myself not to eat more. Then, I think number 7 trigger is if we take our calories in the form of liquid, like beer, alcohol, which is liquid sugar, and fruit juice or juices, like apple juice, orange juice, soda, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola. The water which you should drink is clean, pure water, filtered water by reverse osmosis system. The number 8, which is the satiety, it is related to the quality of food. If we eat protein and fibers, like in salad and vegetables, then we will feel satisfied. For example, protein, we eat piece of meat or chicken or fish or tofu, beans, if we are vegetarian, lentils, yogurt with salads. Number 9, the trigger is the processed food, which is sold in the supermarket. It is not food, in fact, it is a product which is produced in the factories or in the labs. And it has sugar, which is high fructose, corn syrup, starches, additive, artificial sweeteners, chemical to produce good color, good taste, good smell, all artificial, emulsifier, thickener. Emulsifier, it will dissolve the mucus in the gut, and this is unhealthy. I saw in a supermarket, which is very popular, I don't mention the name, organic almond milk. So I read the ingredient. I always read the ingredient. It is organic almond, but the additives are gums, emulsifier, xanthan, and all these thickeners. They are not organic and they are very bad for my microbiome, so I did not buy it. So these are the triggers. Then the food which is in the supermarket is less in protein, less in fibers or no fibers, and it is highly dense food because it is rich in sugar and also empty calories, for example, sugar, salt, and oil. And it is soft, and they sell it in big amount or big portions, and mostly like liquids. And the 10th is the psychological causes, for example, depression, anxiety, fears, loneliness, no social connections, post-traumatic stress syndrome. So number 11 is we don't expose our eyes to the natural sunlight in the morning to regulate our biological clock so that our hormones and enzymes will be secreted by our cells and our organs, and our body work perfectly during the day, and also to expose our eyes to the sunset. So the rule, very simple: don't eat refined sugar, processed food. Number 2, eat protein and vegetables, less amount. Don't take oil, sugar, and salt. Sleep well. Then be careful about your psychology and inner self-talk. And there is a great correlation between the gut health and the brain health, which is called brain-gut axis or gut-brain axis. And the gut, it is considered the first brain or the second brain. And thank you. And bye. Keep learning, keep healthy, and goodbye.